Hey guys, what's up? It's Born Blair back again with day 2 of my Pokemon TCG Pocket journey. We basically got most of the early stuff out of the way, didn't even get into battles, but there are a couple things, of course, that I need to go over, just internal things I missed last time, in addition to hopefully the new things that we will encounter by getting some extra missions done, raising our level, and the like. So I want to start a little bit earlier here because on my app currently, I have the pack showing that it's got 3 minutes left to regenerate. So there's one pack there on the left that is ready to open, and when I actually logged in first thing, it took me straight to the pack opening. I just went back to the home screen to just, kind of start where we are right now, and of course show you literally where we're at before we get our next pack and what would be the second pack of our stockpile. So one thing I need to go over, because this was in my head when I was going back and editing the first video. So I, didn't check this feature at all for the actual profile. You can see kind of your EXP level there at the top, shows your name. You have a kind of tagline that you can choose. I'm not going to worry about that immediately. There's a battle record, which we haven't really unlocked. There's not a whole lot to do. And no, there are these emblems here. So I'm not certain the emblems really do anything. They're not like any stat boosting items or whatever, but what they were is I had gone to the shop. I'm just showing you here. I believe they were under premium. Is that right? No. Okay. So they were just under the main tab under emblems, and they had these. So I think that they really are just kind of these collectible emblems. They don't really serve too much of another purpose. Granted, I mean, people being able to flex on the folks, do a bunch of their collection stuff, I'm sure is a popular feature, but I believe in the first video I said something along the lines of like these were going to be the icons that you could select. No, that is not the case. There is a players featured here for the own cards, and so you could display a card here, and then you actually do have your achievements as well, like collected 500 fire type cards and collected 500 cards in the card decks. So there's a lot to just do and progress in this game. Again, like I said in the first video, there's obviously battling, because that is a large part of the Pokemon trading card game, so that you can battle. But the collectible part, I feel like, is a much harder focus, and I appreciate that. I don't mind a game being a little bit more casual, and what we'll see here now is that we do have 2 packs. They do say max, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open them so that way we can reset the timer. As you'll see, I also didn't take care of any of the speed up stuff that we had, so we still have all 40 of the material there, and we're just going to go ahead and open up a pack here. I'm going to choose Mewtwo again. I think we'll do a Charizard one after this one. I did not know you could spin the pack. If only I could weigh it so that way I could feel the hollow inside. But we are going to go start out getting a Rattata, Whimsicott, Venonat, Grimer, and Kirlia. Do love myself Kirlia. One of the cards that I was looking at was Gardevoir, mainly because she had that one icon, and I think that she is pretty decent if you want to build a Psychic deck around her. So now we've got a total of 25 cards collected. You've collected 25 cards, 25 Pikachu's national Pokedex number. When several Pikachu gather, their electricity can build and cause lightning storms. We're going to go ahead and swipe those up. And I'm going to open another pack here just so now you see back at the top, it does show that the timer is counting down. So, like I was kind of saying in the first episode, there really isn't a way for you to get a third pack unless you have the premium. So if you just like miss a couple days, then you've only ever accumulated 2 packs. So there is an incentive of logging in every day besides, missions and other sorts of things that are based on a day-to-day basis. So we're going to back up and we're going to go after this Charizard one, see what we can get. I'm feeling this one. I think this was like right next to one of the first one. We got a little cute Wooloo. Okay, so this is just a normal pull out of this one. Got a beautiful Meowth art card. I think I do just love like the art of cards, of course, in the games. It's just so incredibly cool seeing like different artist depictions, how they put Pokemon in their day-to-day, things like that. It's just a really fantastic part of the TCG that I don't think is really appreciated as much or really even featured as much in the mainline games. Stardew, and then Executor EX. Flip a coin of heads. This tech does 40 more damage. For an EX Pokemon, that does not seem very good. But hey, we'll take what we can get. You know, we're still here trying to even build up what is a collection and, you know, cards for future battling purposes. So hey, can't complain too much. Seeing all those get slotted in. 30 different cards. So back up here, yeah, and so it's showing open 10 packs, reduced time with Pokegold. Yeah, you need 39 Pokegold, and we've got a single piece of Pokegold. One thing I did see was, oh, it wasn't in gifts, I'm sorry. If I go back to the shop, I believe there is actually a daily bonus reward. Yes, right here. So it is literally just a daily gift complimentary item set. So there are things that you can get just by logging in daily, not just doing your missions. So there is a good bit for you to sink your teeth into here. Just taking a look at our collection. One thing I also didn't really show off is they mentioned it in the tutorial, so there wasn't so super large need for me to do this. But if you click on the toggle here, this does show all of the cards that you are missing from the set. And if you do click on them, so say for example, you know, I don't know what's before Weedle in this set, so we're just going to click on that. Oh, well, it's Butterfree. If you just scroll to the left of that, it's Metapod. And I mean, you know, if you know Pokemon, that's very easy to anticipate. But you know, just these random gaps, you know, you're trying to kind of figure out who is where. Froakie, it's right there. So that's one helpful thing that I think that people will definitely take advantage of. Just kind of see what cards they need to target, especially if they're doing something like the Wonder Pick, which, speaking of Wonder Pick, we're going to do that now. So we've got a couple of things here. Looks like some of the ones that we were looking at yesterday have already expired. Yeah, because a lot of these look like just basic Pokemon. There's a Kangaskhan there for 2. Keep scrolling up. Nothing in particular. Got another Pidgeot, but that's the art card in Dragonite. Giovanni. Yeah, so some of these look like pretty common. So let me see if there's one that might have a good ability. I may cut away here just to get into focus mode. So I think we're gonna go for the content here. We've got Pidgeot, not an EX Pokemon, but still a full art card. I feel like, you know, you gotta go in big when you're trying to get these larger cards, and especially if you do happen to hit. Save yourself a good bit from the collection. So we're gonna mix it on up here, and I'm going to choose the one on the bottom left this time. Wooloo. We actually just pulled this Wooloo earlier, so that's another one in the collection. Probably one of the more unfortunate cards to have whiffed on, because I think the only other one that we had was Arbok. Thank you very much, Ashleyna. But now, again, you see, the counter says I'm down, you know, 24 minutes until my next Wonder Pick gets generated, but that's also only going to get me, or I can only afford at this point, 1 with 2. So there's, or no way, it says actually, oh yeah, it's showing that no, I technically don't have any. So I've still got a ways to go, especially if I want to get back to the 3. So again, this is a very big risk or reward system. If you are trying to get some of the rarer cards, this may be the easiest way for you to get them, because, you know, 1 in 5 chance of you getting the actual rare card, but then there's almost as equal a chance that you kind of get it done. But it is what it is. I think, again, calculating it, it's basically a day and a half is how long you have to wait for this kind of stuff, which is fine. So I did level up here. It says the new features have been unlocked, which is battles and deck missions. I had to move my watch there because it kept buzzing. Battles have been unlocked. Now you can try your hand at battling with the cards you collected. we're going to take a moment. So I did get a couple missions here, and one of the missions that we obviously got was raising the player level 3. So we're going to complete that. Going to get the 4 booster packs. They do have the convenient collect all option down there, so that way you can just go ahead and collect everything you have. And I will do that here. So we do have just a bunch of daily missions, and it looks like if you complete them all, you get a total of 3. Oh, whoops, I didn't even actually click on it. Yeah, you get the total of 3 hourglasses for the Pokemon packs. Got also our beginner missions here, claim some of those regenerations for the Wonder Pick. Right here it's showing the deck missions, deck of 20 cards to use battles. Deck missions are missions that involve collecting 20 cards to build a deck. As you collect certain cards, you will be able to obtain rental decks, which lets you try a deck in battle. There's a limit to how many times you can use a particular rental deck. Really? That's interesting. You collect 20 cards, listen to a deck for the... Oh, okay, so there is a difference. I see. Okay, I thought it was saying, like, if you don't... if you collect all the cards, you get to use it 10 times. And then it's just gone, and so I guess at that point you'd have to make it yourself. No, that's not what they're talking about. So here is it basically looks like if you were to battle with a deck, like you didn't have one that you built yourself, you can use it up to 10 times. And then after that, in fact, I don't know, maybe some sort of currency that you can get to renew it, or you're just out of luck until you get the cards. So, and again, it says here, once you collect the 20 cards listed in a deck, you will obtain its themed deck list. You can build that same deck anytime by tapping Build New from the deck screen. Well, that is pretty good, although we definitely are not near just about any of these. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the battle feature now that we can actually do this. You can battle against AI opponents or players from around the world. Let's start by checking out the rules for the guide. So I'm going to check this out, but I'm pretty familiar with Pokemon trading card game already. Not even like this in particular is going to be out of my wheelhouse. Receive a deck once you complete part 6 of the battle guide. Involve your Pokemon, play through the battle guide to receive other rewards like Pack Hourglass. So I am going to go ahead and do these. Will just start with the 4 new players just to kind of show you exactly what all they're trying to cater you to. For the advanced players, I probably will save for a different episode. Hey guys, just wanted to cut in and say these basic tutorial missions are good for people who are starting out the game, and of course you do get the rewards that are tied to them, but for this video I don't find them very necessary. I am very familiar with the Pokemon TCG game already, and this Pocket version being a simplified version isn't really something I need to go over. In the battles later, I still go over my thoughts behind my plays and some of the rulings that are different between the original Pokemon TCG and this version. So realistically, this is not necessary, and to cut about 10 minutes out of this video, not having y'all sit through all of that, I'm just going to play some music and have y'all get straight to the good stuff. Sound good? Good. So got our items, good work that concludes the basic rules. If you want to learn the rules for advanced players, you can keep progressing through this battle guide. Can at last try your hand at a battle. Oh, okay, so yeah, it's literally just letting me go at it. Now you can battle, you will be gifted your very first deck. The deck is made up of 20 cards. That's yes. Tap this button. By battling versus AI opponents that use a variety of decks in solo. Try a handed solo battle. Oh, so these even have their own things here too. Step-up battles have different levels of difficulty. Start with beginner. Win battles will give you rewards like player EX. Okay, so I didn't know this, and of course, people have probably gone into this in their own videos. But, I mean, people are probably playing online versus other people as opposed to just doing the single-player stuff. I was not aware that the single-player AI battles would actually grant you rewards. That is good, because I'm sure that there are a bunch of people out there who aren't, like, worried about a ladder or anything, or worried about rank, things of that nature. They're just trying to play the game super casually, and maybe if they battle, they play with their friends. This is super interesting. I am very glad that, one, it's, you know, catering and being able to allow people who want an individual experience to enjoy the game. And two, there is actually incentive to do these things, because a lot of the time, if you're doing it, it's just like you're deck testing, and that's about it. Win battles will give you rewards. Yep, I think I mentioned that. Let's start off with battling against this Ivysaur deck. Also featured that does the battling for you automatically. I do not want that. It can be toggled with this button. You can try it out when you want to play casually. See, and that's another feature. It's cool. I would never use it because I want complete agency of whatever I do in a battle, but for people who are just, one, not familiar with the actual card game or want to even participate really in it, they just want to complete a mission, it is there. Can be toggled on during battle on note. Please try your hand at battle using the deck we gifted you earlier. I assume it is this Sandslash deck. Which is odd, because I think I'm going to be weak to the grass. See how it goes. Is it actually going to hold my hand here, or are we just going at it? And scratch, growl. Let's start with you. And I suspect that we probably have Sandshrew there. Oh, no, it is still trying to lead me through. Okay. Draw ourselves a Jigglypuff here. We can't play that, so we're just going to do a Pokeball. Gonna grab Pidgey. And as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, trying to tap for an energy, it is not there. So on your first turn, I don't think that you are allowed to grab an energy or attach it. So, pass turn. Ah, Hitmonchan, very classic. But we will go ahead and attach this Mienfoo. I would say from here, maybe what we'll do is we'll focus on Sandshrew. Because it looks like our opponent will probably get the first KO here. But say Hitmonchan has the same... Oh no, it is 30, so it is technically better. Alright. Playing a little bit behind here now, but we're going to go ahead and put up Sandshrew. Okay, Cubone. I think we're going to put in Hitmonchan. Oh no, no. Put in Hitmonchan. Attach an energy. So we're going to allow ourselves 2 attacks here, and then I think what I'd like to do is retreat Sandshrew, just so that way we save him for later. Prevent a KO. Depending on what we get from this professor's research, if we happen to get something like Sandslash. Do not see it, so we will just go for another scratch. Ah, thank you. This is another good feature because this also exists in something like TCG Live. It does have reminders basically telling you, hey, you forgot to do an attach for the turn, and yes, I did. Do not take those for granted. So if they put an Ivysaur here, I think we will get KO'd. Okay. Or, well, I said that about Ivysaur, but he didn't have the energies for it, so. Okay, another Professor's Research. How many do we have in our deck? 6? How many? What? Is it just all? Okay, I was about to say, is this oops all Pokemon? I think I am still going to retreat Sandshrew here. Put up Hitmonchan. Going to evolve. And put an energy on Sandslash. That way, when we're ready to take a big knockout, we will just have Sandslash at the ready. Playing their own Pokeball. Not going to be able to do anything with that really at the moment, since they are only able to... They only have so many bench space, same as us. Have this Raticate here that we can evolve into, so we can do that. Yeah, Pello will take this next turn to KO because the move it has Blot is actually healing itself, meaning that we were just out of range that one time. But it's all good. Okay, so what? Am I getting anything from this? Is this... Wow, okay, I still had Pokemon in here. We had Onix. Thank you, once again. Again, this is what I'm saying, like... It's very easy to just kind of be in the motions of a battle and just kind of forget stuff like an energy attach. And there will be occasions where you don't always want to attach energy, but more often than not, you're doing yourself a disservice if you're not. So unless they switch out Jigglypuff here, yeah, we should be fine. Looks like Hitmonchan will live that hit, and then, yeah, we can go ahead and just retreat and, clean up this game here. So again, something you may notice is just something that's changed from the main Pokemon TCG, is that there is weakness still. However, weakness is not ×2 or any other kind of variable number like it was before. It is strictly, I think, +20. Is pretty much what it is, and it seems to be across the board. So again, based on like the nature of how quick games are, if they left it ×2, then games would be going exceptionally quick. And I think it also removes a little bit of the frustration that people had with weakness. Not necessarily that it's a bad mechanic or anything. I don't believe that at all, but it does kind of lend itself to simplicity, and I think it kind of alleviates some frustration that people might normally have. So we did get a battle task, so we're just going to proceed here. Got some more EXP and some first time rewards. So this is the Shine Dust for the flares and shop tickets for accessories. And then of course we have our pack hourglasses. Your battle deck has it unlocked, give it a try. So I think what we're gonna do here is I'm just going to check the My Decks option. Build your decks here. Deck is made up of 20 cards. Yes. So you can try building decks for your own cards to participate in battles. So we're going to build from scratch or new, and build new deck. Decide what cards to include. Tap edit. You have 20 cards to include in your deck. Auto build may be useful when starting out. Select types will be auto selected. So yeah, I was about to say, we can go ahead and use this. Our collection is not very big, so chances are we may not even have enough cards for a true deck. Yeah. all of these cards that are super synergistic, you know, grass and fire and fighting. Deck can be built with ease. You can try using it once you have collected a lot of cards. Let's continue. This is being skipped out on. Decided what cards to include. You're almost done. You can set accessories and other things here. Also give your deck a name. Line tap save and your deck is complete. End this tutorial without saving. Now you know how to build that. You can use your own built decks for battle, And you can also lean into the pool of the other pre-built decks in case you just need to. Or I guess it's really like if there's a trial run, like maybe you're kind of wondering how a Pokemon deck will perform, you can use that as well. So decks are 20 cards, not 60 cards. So that is another key difference. Use auto build, change your playmats, card sleeves, and Pokemon coin. Tap this icon if you want to see explanation again, which no, we are fine for now. I am gonna take a look, but I'm honestly not gonna spend too much time here because yeah, we've only got like a couple of each type of energy. Back to our collection. So we can take a look at missions. Do have to participate in solo battle. Refreshes some packs for us and collect 50 cards. Go to our next thing, and then now we have advanced missions. Allows me to edit a deck, send a thanks. And so here are these other options that we have. We have register one friend, apply a card sleeves to a deck, apply a playmat, tear flare, or obtain flare, send 5 thanks, solo battle. So a bunch of this other stuff is pretty much like, as you play, you'll be accomplishing these things. Linking your Nintendo account is something that you can also do. I don't know if I will be doing that, so we may not get through this immediately, but now all stuff that's pretty capable, and just stuff you're gonna take care of while you're playing. So yeah, it looks like as soon as you get Venusaur EX, you will pretty much obtain the temporary pre-built that you can use. So say for example, if I wanted Blastoise EX, that would be one of the cards I should go for, just so that way I can try it out a little bit. But we don't have that yet. So let me view again. Okay, so the pack hourglass does not look like it has a cap, which is very good. It would be kind of ridiculous if it did. So we're at 168. That's going to be multiple days worth of packs that you could just generate right now. Again, later on I might decide to use some of it, just speed things along. But really, I do want to kind of show you, without spending everything that they're just giving you, what cumulatively you're actually obtaining here. And even again, if that just causes things to go a little bit slower, it's just the nature of doing this free to play. So I'll take a look at this really quick. I like Pokemon from the Hoenn region. Do that. I would say for this episode we can do one more battle with and against the Ivysaur deck. Or well, it's saying knock out your opponent's active Pokemon with a attack from a fire type. You know what? No, I'm interested in seeing like what the actual goal is here, because it did have like a 1 of 2. Just kind of interested in what that necessarily means. So this is Warner Brawler back from doing that second battle. So what this actually means, I basically just did a whole battle and it went through quite quickly. This battle task is that flag that is right there. So that's saying why I have 1 of 2 completed. That is specifically the battle tasks. And this is saying knock out the Pokemon one time with an active fire type Pokemon. I really don't have many of those, and I don't have a fire type deck to really lean on right now, so it's not something I will probably do. But then we have this next one, which is the battle task, just put 4 basic Pokemon to play. Pretty easy. And then this is pretty much the opposite. Use a water type. And then you have first time rewards. I don't know if this means that you can get this and still lose. I guess so. We'll go ahead and also we'll work through this one too. We got our Goat Farfetch back. So I wonder, with how these are going right now, I do wonder if the battles are pretty much entirely predetermined. They don't seem to be, but maybe they just have like very slight variations they'll switch between to make it look like it's completely varied. I won't necessarily be complaining, but just something I do have curiosity about, since these are just AI-driven battles. Attach, but you cannot attack, so that's why we're going to go ahead and attach here, do an evolve, and Leak Slap. Yeah, Farfetch, despite having a low HP, or decently low HP, I wouldn't even say low HP for like a basic, pretty much all of these Pokemon are about the same. Has like single retreat costs, does 40 damage. I'd say this is a pretty solid, attack just for a basic. So what it did use here, if you're curious, is it, okay, I don't know why I was trying to hold down and view the Vulpix. I wonder if that is a bug that they're trying to get figured out. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon can attack during your opponent's next turn. So we were in a situation where they got tails, so we are just able to attack. I probably, to speed things up, could have switched over to Sandslash this turn. So this will say that Farfetch can attack. However, if I am correct, you can switch. And so Sandslash is a brand new Pokemon coming into battle. Doesn't matter. And so we should have game here, unless they have an evolution for Growlithe, I would say. But looks like that is all she wrote. Attack with Slash here. Just gonna click OK, since again, this is the end of the battle. Three points. And a victory. Ah, so you did see the one from the second game that I had technically played. So more player XP and first time rewards. Very cool. New battle unlocked, and so next one is War Turtle. I think I will be saving that one for next time. I'm going to go ahead and look these missions because we have the advanced stuff, and there's just this win 3 solo battles. Can claim some more of the, okay, that is, I don't know how much 250 is in terms of like the flare option. Let me take a look at that really quick, I guess. I think one card that I had at least some dupes of was Blitzel, right? Okay, so it's 50. Yeah, that's really not that much for our collection right now. Of course, we don't have enough cards to actually redeem this Golden Flare, but I'd say overall, like, that is not unreasonable. If you're just getting it that easily from the main missions. So I do believe that is going to be everything we're going to accomplish in this episode. I could go through the War Turtle battle, but there's going to be a lot of those solo mission challenges that we'll probably at least work through, since after you open a pack, there's not too much else that we do, and I feel like we have exhausted the current unlockables for a level. So we'll have to get up a little bit more to kind of see what the other features are. And of course, we also have the other tutorials for the advanced stuff to go over in the next video. But I do appreciate you all for watching again. Hopefully you enjoyed this and found it, I guess, educational. The main point of this series is to try and make sure that people who are playing free-to-play will have an enjoyable experience. So far, I would like to say that I am. I'm very biased for the Pokemon brand because it is essentially a hobby in its own, especially when it comes to trading cards. But overall, app has still been very, very enjoyable. Again, the game has been given so much polish that something like TCG Live, you kind of look at it and you wonder why it wasn't given the same treatment. This probably has some pain points that I have yet to encounter, but all in all, it's a good experience so far. And even into like day 2, not using any of the consumables to kind of speed up our process here, I still think we're doing great. So anyways, thank you guys very much once again for watching. Hopefully you have a fantastic night or day wherever you may be, and I'll see you next time. Sleep!